All right, Aries, what it do, what it is, what's going on? Let me into your business. I'm here, and I will pick up on the energies because by Western astrology, as you know, if you are familiar with my space, that I am an Aries sun. So let's see what's going on here. I feel like whatever is happening, it's not for the faint of heart, but we will get into it, okay? If you are new to this channel, welcome in. We are here to embrace you with nothing but love and acceptance, so feel free to come as you are, wherever you are energetically, be it positive, negative, or neutral. May those that are familiar with this space be of assistance to those that may come in, feeling a little bruised and battered from the challenges of life, okay? We're all here to help. We care about the greater good. You guys have the 6 of coins coming out. This is charitable work. Okay, this is being of service. But in your acts of kindness and being of service and being generous, be sure to treat yourself as well. I just got done doing Pisces reading, and Pisces tends to be the people that will often live their lives selflessly giving to other people, but you have to be very careful when you do that, because then by the time that you start to think and remember who you are, because we can get lost in our identity can be wrapped up in things or other individuals, and so when we're then trying to turn it back around and go back within, we find that we don't even have the energy for it, right? We don't have any more resources for it. And so you have to be very careful with that. So the cruise that hounds you guys, let's go with this one. The 3 of Cups came out. I'm not sure how these cards laid out. If it's to be mentioned and or spoken or channeled through in another way, it will come through. I'm more than confident that you guys will hear all that you need. What's real about the situation, you guys have the 6 of Wands. What's wrong about the situation? We have the 5 of Cups. Where you need more information, we have the 4 of Wands. All right, and then what's the outcome card here? Ooh. We have the 8 of Swords. All right, bottom of the deck, wow. Queen of Coins. Very interesting, because at the bottom of Pisces deck, they had the 8 of Wands. So it's interesting that you two are kind of like leaving with some of that scorpionic energy. But behind that 8 of Wands energy, and I did not tell them this, they had the Queen of Coins. So something is coming up. Something is a resurfacing, or a major opportunity or breakthrough that you guys have been waiting for is on the horizon. On the horizon. Expect to be happy with this news. For most of you. Some people are not an energetic match for a lot of the things that they are wishing for. And that's because they haven't finished unpacking the baggage of their past. And I'm only saying that because in the what's wrong position, you have the 5 of Cups. This is what I like to call like the gloom and doom card. But again, like I said, whatever is happening for you guys, it's not for the faint of heart, right? The 6 of Wands is all about victory. It's all about, what is that word that I want to use from a judicial standpoint? It's not redemption. It'll come to me at some point. Vindicated. There we go. So yes, this is a card of vindication, where if you have been wronged in the past, there was purpose for it, there was a reason for it. You can turn your pain into your power. Some of you guys are really learning how to transmute energy. You're learning about alchemy. And a lot of that comes from your attitude, right? With this 6 of Coins energy of extending grace and being grateful and appreciative. You know what I mean? Of not, what is that called? Deflecting your pain and or your experiences onto others. You know what I mean? Onto the innocent people at that. Sweet, innocent people. And this can be family members, because the 3 vibrationally, it is associated with Geminis and their house, which is all about like siblings and all about connectivity as well. This is lower level learning. So if this is in matters of the heart, This is like understanding like crushes or having a crush, and then being, I want to say, like initiated in some ways into that journey of love and the way that it unfolds, much like flowers do, much like anything does. All right. So it's just getting a taste of something. I feel like for some people, they're getting a taste of their own medicine. So it's wrapping it back around. So if you've been wronged by somebody in the past, that vindication is like they are now getting a taste of their own medicine. If you were involved, and I want to say unknowingly or unconsciously, in a third party situation, because you have the Six of Coins that's crossed by the Three of Cups, and it's like, to some degree, yeah, the more the merrier, but in matters of the heart and a loving romantic relationship, there are some people that only know how to be exclusive. And so you cannot force that type of lifestyle onto somebody that is more of like a two's company, three's a crowd type of individual that does better with one-on-one than they do like in group settings. So if you, again, unconsciously have been involved in a third party situation and then later came to found out through somebody having to play the bearer of bad news, then you have removed yourself from the situation. You've left them where they are. Maybe they can recruit somebody else into that type of dynamic, but you know that it's not for you. You understand that you're worth more than just the excess that spills over from these cups of love and the exchange of fluids. Like, you care about your health and your sexual health and your reproductive health is what I'm hearing, so much that you will not sacrifice yourself and put yourself in a situation where you are playing second or where you are compromising potentially your health. And so you separating yourself from this, again, it's not for the faint of heart. It takes a lot of bravery, a lot of courage, and a lot of strength. And a lot of people don't know just how strong they are until they find themselves in a challenging situation. And it's really hard to remove yourself from somebody that you feel that you have a connection or a bond with. The threes can be all about like friendships as well. Somebody that you started off with potentially as friends, because they do say that friends make better lovers. And so you're going through withdrawals. That's what I'm getting for a lot of you guys. You're going through withdrawals to some degree in some area of your life, be it involvement with drugs, be it involvement with other vices, if you will, which is coming through with this three energy. So like drinking too much, overeating as well with the coins energy, because it's earth energy, which is all about the senses and all about I want to say like the environment, but agriculture. So like food, if you will, eating a lot of grains or pasta or things that can just make you like bloat in a sense and or gain weight. So you're going through the withdrawals of having to refrain and or restrain yourself, but you will see rewards for it. Okay, at the end of the day, love is addictive. Love is a vice as well. So it can be withdrawal symptoms that you're feeling from leaving love. And it's just a process that you have to like wait out. You can't rush it. You can't just rip it off like a bandage and be like, oh, F this girl, F that guy, I'm so much better than this. And then you take a bath and you do one cord cutting or a cleansing bath and think that that's just going to solve the problem. No, because you could have a lot of memories with this person, which also comes through with the Three of Cups and the Six of Coins. So you can have a lot of photographs, or you drive by a place that you guys went to together that was like your spot or your tradition or what have you, and you find yourself doing it by yourself. And then that's kind of where this gloomy energy comes from, and looking at the past, and it makes you sad because it's just like, damn, like you no longer have that person to like rely on. In a sense, you can find yourself in a funk, especially like if sad songs come on the radio and then you just can't help but think about it, or love songs come on the radio and it's like, well, once upon a time, you know, I was there. But what you're failing to realize is that situation was not of your highest good. You removing yourself out of that, not all attention is positive attention here. So removing yourself out of that situation, you have 2 cups. You have 2 cups. Maybe there is a friend in your environment that you've overlooked. And so you separating from this person, again, that wasn't really meant to help you fulfill your destiny, or that wasn't meant to play a permanent role in your life here, even if it's not on a forever level, that was intentional. It was orchestrated by the universe or by your subconscious mind, and you already knowing that you deserve more than where you have been or what you've been putting up with, okay, just to save face, if you will. To come off as an agreeable person, or in you wanting to show that you can be submissive to things, or that you can be passive. But you have to work on finding that balance within that type of structure or those types of concepts, because it's okay to be submissive so long as you're being led in the right direction, by anybody, okay, by your job, by the things that you're putting into your vessel, if it's on a food level, if it's on a friendship level, just in any way that this can apply for you. So as long as you're being led in the appropriate direction, then it's fine. It's okay to be passive and to know how to pick your battles, okay, or when to pick your battles, again, because we come off as being very like fierce and very fiery, spunky, if you will, or sassy. That's the adjective that I wanted to use. And we can come off as being argumentative people, but at the same time, and you never speaking up, you block your throat chakra, which can also be the case, where you're not really getting what you wish to have on an emotional level, and what will actually please you and make you happy, just because you want to help the greater good. You feel like it's better if everybody else is smiling, but that comes at a sacrifice to you. Again, we end with the 8 of Swords energy. So again, you're thinking about your own beliefs and your patterns and how you've set yourself up to fail, and figuring out what it is about that you can fix, right? What it is about yourself that you can fix, and you being more reserved and or being more private and or being more shy and or soft-spoken here with all of the blues that are here, and how you can tap into that energy without coming off as being a bitch, right? And wanting to assert yourself and not coming off as being confrontational. You know what I mean? Where your opinion is valid and it's understood and it's appreciated, and you feel heard here. So that's okay, but to never speak up again and block that throat chakra, then you come off as a doormat, and that is what makes you susceptible to being taken advantage of. So you have to be very careful with that, again, in any dynamic that you find yourself in. It's, again, not for the faint of heart. This is having a fighter spirit. You are capable, and again, you're a lot stronger than you believe you are. For those of you that really want to have a stable and a secure relationship, then do know that you separating from this type of relationship that you may have found yourself in, it was best for you, because then you are allowing for this space with this air energy, with this 8 of Swords, to alchemize again and or manifest and bring in somebody that is more committal, somebody that is more, what do we call that? Exclusive, faithful, reliable, supportive, ambitious in other ways, materially successful, self-reliant, but their self-reliance isn't like a selfish energy where they only care about themselves and what pleases them. This is concern also for other people. Very grounded energy. Fertile as well. So this is somebody that you can actually grow things with, like build an empire with, if they are not already in your environment. Again, it might be a friend, it might be somebody that you know and or grew up with this 4 of Wands energy. So don't count those people out, right? Your childhood friends and potentially childhood crushes. What you actually need is on its way to you if it hasn't already come in. Again, a great opportunity, material abundance and success is on its way in to you, so long as you deal with the things that are causing restriction or conformity in a way that is not natural to you. So that's what's coming through for you, Aries. If this reading resonated, do give me a thumbs up, share this with your friends and family, subscribe if you haven't, and book with me should you need to. But if I don't hear from you, then just do take care of yourself and your soul until you hear from me again. Ciao.